Tonight, let this gentle tale fill you with warmth and rest. Heather and Anemone, the guardian of memories. This story is about a girl named Heather who finds comfort in her memories with the help of her secret friend, Anemone, a magical cloud guardian. Once upon a time, in a quaint village covered with flourishing heather fields, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Heather. She was known for her beautiful smile and the warmth she spread to everyone around her. But what people didn't know was that Heather had a secret friend, a cloud guardian named Anemone. Anemone was a celestial being with soft fluffy wings and a gentle glow that comforted all. Till one day, as Heather was picking heather flowers, she felt a sudden sadness. She remembered her grandmother, who had passed away a few months ago. Anemone appeared beside her and saw the tears rolling down her cheeks. "Why are you crying, dear Heather?" Anemone asked softly. "I miss my grandmother," Heather replied. Anemone's eyes sparkled with empathy. "Let me show you something beautiful," she whispered. With the weight of her delicate hand, a shimmering mist enveloped them. Suddenly, Heather found herself floating among the clouds. Below, she saw how life's most precious memories projected on the sky. Their grandmother was there, smiling and teaching Heather how to bake cookies. The vision filled Heather's heart with warmth. "Memories are forever, Heather. Your grandmother lives in your heart," Anemone said. Heather nodded, her sadness lifted and replaced by the joy of reminiscence. From that day, Heather knew she could always visit her memories with Anemone's help. The bond between Heather and Anemone grew stronger, reminding her that love transcends all boundaries. And so, Heather never felt alone, knowing she had a guardian watching over her, preserving her most cherished memories. The next story awaits to bring you closer to sleep. Violet and the Kind-Hearted Troll. This story is about the young girl named Violet, who loves books and her adventure in finding a kind-hearted troll named Gazania, leading to a unique friendship rooted in their shared passion for stories. In a picturesque village nestled between emerald hills, there lived a young girl named Violet, who adored books more than every evening. As the sun dipped below the horizon, she would venture into the village library, a quaint place bursting with stories waiting to be explored. One evening, as Violet sat in her favorite nook, she discovered a dusty old book bound in worn leather. Intrigued, she opened it and was surprised to find that it told the tale of a kind-hearted troll named Gazania. The story captivated her as it detailed Gazania's love for books and how he lived in a hidden cave filled with countless tomes. Little did Violet know that the very next morning, she would set out on an adventure to find Gazania herself. With a satchel filled with sandwiches and her favorite book, Violet trekked into the Emerald Hills. After hours of wandering, she stumbled upon a grotto covered in lush vines. Summoning her courage, she entered and was greeted by the sight of stacks upon stacks of books. In the center sat Gazania, a gentle troll with a kind smile, reading a novel. Gazania, surprised but pleased to see a human, welcomed Violet warmly. Over time, Violet and Gazania developed a deep friendship rooted in their shared love for books. They spent hours reading to each other, discussing stories, and even embarking on small adventures to find rare books. Gazania taught Violet the importance of preserving stories and the magic they held, while Violet introduced Gazania to the joys of human culture and tales. Their friendship grew, and the village soon learned of the kind troll in the hills. Rather than being fearful, the villagers welcomed Gazania, bringing him books and food in exchange for stories only he could tell. The library in the village expanded, transforming into a grand hall of knowledge, cherished by both the villagers and the benevolent troll. Violet and Gazania's bond taught everyone that kindness and a shared love for stories could bridge any divide. So in the heart of the Emerald Hills, a human and a troll found home in each other's hearts, united by the timeless power of books and the stories they shared. As the storm finally began to pass, Salvia led the last firefly to the safety of an ancient oak tree, its branches providing a natural shelter. Exhausted but triumphant, Salvia leaned against the tree, watching Wisteria lead the fireflies in a dance of radiant relief. "Thank you, Wisteria," Salvia whispered, her voice soft but filled with gratitude. Wisteria circled her in a glowing embrace, their bond of courage and kindness shining brightly in the now calmed night. They returned home, Salvia's heart warm with the knowledge that sometimes all it takes is the little courage to light up the darkest of nights. Let's turn to the next chapter in tonight's adventure. The Lullabies of Tiala and Dreamweaver Heather. This story is about a young girl named Tea who, guided by the magical Dreamweaver Heather, plants her dream seed in the tree of life, ensuring her dreams inspire future generations. In a quaint little village nestled between emerald hills and a lush, whispering forest, lived a young girl named Tiala. Chilla had eyes that sparkled like stars and a heart as warm as the summer sun. Every night, she would sit by the window and look up at the moon, dreaming of wondrous adventures. One night, as Chilla was drifting off to sleep, she was visited by a magical being known as the Dreamweaver. Heather, the Dreamweaver, had hair that shimmered like silver threads and wings that sparkled with iridescent colors. "Come with me," Heather whispered, her voice as soft as velvet. With a gentle nod, Tiala took Heather's hand, and they soared into the night sky. They flew over valleys and rivers, through thick clouds and past twinkling stars. Heather guided them to a hidden realm where dreams were born. This realm was a tapestry of ever-changing colors and landscapes, filled with creatures of myth and magic. Chilla's eyes widened with wonder as they landed in a meadow of flowers that glowed softly in the moonlight. "This is the realm of dreams," Heather explained. "Here every dream, every hope is cracked up and nurtured." Tiala felt a sense of peace and awe wash over her. Heather then led her to a magnificent tree, whose branches seemed to touch the heavens. "The Tree of Light of Wisdom," Heather called it. "This tree holds the dreams and hopes of every dreamer from our village," Heather said. "It grows with each person's legacy." Tiala touched the bark and felt a pulse, the vibrant life force connecting all the roots. Heather then opened her hand to reveal a delicate, glowing seed. "This is your dream seed," she said, placing it gently in Chilla's palm. "Plant it in the tree of light, and it will grow with your dreams and hopes." With great care, Chilla planted the seed. Immediately, it began to glow brighter, intertwining with the tree's roots, becoming part of its essence. As they returned home, Heather told Tia that they were now connected forever. "Whenever you dream, I will be there," Heather said. "And your legacy will continue to grow, inspiring others." Tilla awoke the next morning with a heart full of hope and a soul inspired by the night's adventure. She knew that her dreams were now part of something much greater. From that day on, she lived with a renewed sense of purpose, always remembering the magic of the Dreamweaver and the Tree of Legacy. And so, in that quaint little village, Tiala's dreams continued to blossom, leaving a legacy that would inspire generations to come. Together, they pushed and pushed, but the boulder wouldn't budge. Chilla's heart sank until she remembered something Tia had once told her. "That isn't innate, just spells. If footy also within us." Taking a deep breath, Tilla closed her eyes and focused on the love she had for her village. Slowly, she felt a warm, glowing energy built up inside her. When she opened her eyes, the boulder started to move. Tilla joined in, and with a final push, the boulder rolled away, freeing the water. The river came rushing back to life, flowing down the mountain and into the village below. Then Tilla stood by the river's edge, panting but filled with joy. They returned to the village as heroes. The villagers cheered and celebrated their return, and even shy Tulip couldn't help but smile and join in. From that day on, Tulip wasn't known as the shy girl. She was known as the brave heart who saved the village. And Tulip, with her kind and wise nature, continued to guide and support everyone around her. And so, the village thrived once more, all because of the courage of Tulip and the kindness of Tilla. Now another heartwarming tale awaits. A celebration beneath the stars. This story is a heartwarming tale of Campanula and her stepchild friend Tulip, who celebrate their deep bond during the annual Star Festival, strengthening their friendship under the dazzling night sky. In a quaint village nestled between the rolling hills and the vast sky, there lived a girl named Campanula. The village was known for its beautiful, bell-shaped flowers that bloomed under the shimmering stars. However, Campanula had a secret. She could communicate with the stepchildren, ethereal beings descended from the night sky. One Starshell, in particular, named Tulip, had become her closest friend. As the annual Star Festival approached, the village buzzed with excitement. This event celebrated the unity between the villagers and the star children, who would descend from the heavens to join in the festivities. Campanula eagerly awaited Tulip's arrival, her heart brimming with anticipation. On the eve of the festival, Campanula sat by the ancient oak tree, where she and Tulip always met. The sky was a canvas of twinkling stars, and a gentle breeze rustled the leaves. Suddenly, a soft glow illuminated the night, and Tulip appeared, her form shimmering like moonlight. "Tulip!" Campanula exclaimed, rushing to embrace her friend. Tulip's thoughts sparkled with joy as she returned the hug. "I missed you, Campanula," Tulip said, her voice like a melodious chime. Together, they walked through the village, absorbing the vibrant atmosphere. Lanterns flickered, children laughed, and the air was filled with the scent of sweet pastries. As they wandered, they came upon the grand square, where the main celebration was set to occur. The magnificent stage stood at the center, adorned with flowers and lights. The elder of the village, a wise woman with silver hair, approached them. "Welcome, dear Starchill. Honored by your presence," she said, bowing respectfully. Tulip bowed in return. "Thank you for welcoming us. We are delighted to be here." As the night deepened, the festival began. Music echoed through the square, and villagers danced with star children under the glittering sky. Campanula and Tulip joined in, their laughter echoing through the night. At the height of the celebration, a dazzling display of starlight lit up the sky. Tulip took Campanula's hand and led her to the stage. "Tonight, we celebrate our bond," Tulip announced. "Let us renew our promise of friendship and unity." The villagers and star children cheered in unison. Campanula's heart swelled with happiness, and she knew that this night would be forever etched in her memory. Hand in hand, Campanula and Tulip danced beneath the stars, their spirits intertwined in an unbreakable bond. As the festival drew to a close, Campanula and Tulip made their way back to the ancient oak tree. "Oh, thank you for tonight, Tulip. It was magical," Campanula whispered. Tulip smiled, her eyes reflecting the starlight. "The magic was in our friendship," she replied. With a final embrace, Tulip ascended back to the heavens, leaving a trail of stardust in her wake. Campanula watched until the last spark disappeared, feeling a deep sense of peace. She knew that their bond would endure, shining as brightly as the stars above. Thank you for being here. May you rest well.